What's up? And thanks for tuning in to my chess improvement journey. I am right now Ramsey, and I am currently chasing 1100 to 1500 ELO on chess.com Rapid in 100 days. I'm happy to say that I am now up to 32 subscribers. Shout outs to all of you. If this channel sounds like something that would interest you, I'd like to ask that you would hit the subscribe button and the bell for notifications to follow me on my journey and unlock with me the secrets of reaching 1500. Today, we have reached day 43 with my current ELO being 1243, leaving only 257 to go. I will say that today I was able to focus on a little bit of opening, reviewing with the black pieces, and I played with the black pieces. And I did a little review on Silman's endgame course, working on my endgame a little bit. So let's go ahead and look at this game. And in this game, I got the black pieces against a guy named Katomek from Poland. He starts off with e4, d6, the Pirc. And I noticed this right here. I could take, he takes, and then fork this. And I was hoping it would stay there a little bit longer, that he would maybe play this, and it would still be possible. But by the time I got there, he had already protected this pawn, so it really ain't worth it. So after looking, I realized I had 1, 2, 3 attackers. He had 1, 2, 3 attackers, but only one of those was a pawn. If he takes, I take, and he takes, I take, he takes, I take. So I would come part ahead in that exchange. So he backs off, and at this point I got a 0.3 advantage on the engine. I decide here that I'm going to push this knight away. And he goes back, and then I strengthen this pawn. Develop the knight and also add another layer of protection on this pawn. Queen c7 here was the best move. But I played this move. I'm hoping to begin to push this pawn. He still hasn't castled yet, so I mean he could castle either way. I guess I should start probably developing more of a queenside attack as well. That might move some of his pieces away from my king side. But he takes. That was a bad move. Best move, h4. I take back. He pushes the knight, and then I make another bad move. Knight c7 was the best move here. And he decides to bring the queen down. Probably should have played f4. So I attempt to push the knight out here. Queen c7 once again was the best move. I guess offering a queen trade. And at this point he has a 2.2 advantage. And I'm down to about 8 minutes on my clock. But he pushes. And now I bring the knight up. Best move, once again, knight c7. He takes, which they say was a great move. I take. And then of course he brings his knight right back there. Best move b4 at this point. So I get out of dodge. Best move would have been queen d5. I can understand why, but it ends up being valuable that I have my queen on this rank later here. So after this move, I got a 0.3 advantage. I say that was a miss. Once again, h4 was the best move. So now I decide to attack this knight. Great move to protect it. I take, he takes. Should have took with the queen. That would have put me in a worse position. I don't think that I would have been able to escape as easily here. But I decided to play rook h8, which was a miss. Knight c7, the best move. I guess I'm not sure where we go from here. Maybe over here, over here. But he castles now, and I got a 1.6 advantage. I decided to take this rook, which is a bad move. Rook g8 being the best move. He takes back, and here he's ahead, almost 2 on the engine. Queen e6 here is the best move. Queen e6. Okay, I see why, but I know that this queen's coming over here, and I guess I could have protected myself over here, but I had the intention of just getting to the other side now that all his pieces are over here attacking. So he plays this. Queen h2 was the best. I'll make another bad move. Knight g7 at this point would have been best. I guess putting the knight here, blocking off any attackers, but I could see how that would have been beneficial, but I had set my mind on something else, and I was kind of seeing that plan. He adds this layer of protection to this pawn. So now I move the knight this way, which was a mess. I miss. King d7 could be a mess too. Was the best move, and which I plan on playing next. He plays the knight up here with check. I get out of the way, and he blunders. I guess when he was looking at it this way, there wasn't no protection on this pawn, but when I moved, I guess he didn't realize that it was now protected. So he took the pawn here. I take, and he resigns in 28 moves. So I missed some opportunities. Didn't play great, but I am happy that I used a good majority of my clock. I was thinking, although somewhat tired, which may be the reason why I have all these misses. But for the sake of it, I decided I'll show you guys another game that I played yesterday that I really enjoyed and thought was a pretty good game. In this game, I got the white pieces. I play d4. Wow, this is an inaccuracy. Best move, knight f3. I will say I believe I get myself in a pickle here. This was a blunder here. Queen e7 was the best because there's no protection on this this pawn here. So I take, he takes, I take, and now he plays Queen e7, and I take with check. That was an inaccuracy. Best move, Queen c2. He takes, and I go ahead and castle. Now he begins to decide he's going to push over here. I decide for an attack on this bishop. He says you can have the bishop, no problem. So I take it, he takes, and now now the knight has to move. But the thing I was really worried about was, which is why I moved this, knight e5 would have been the best, of course, but I was also worried about if I moved, he's going to push this pawn, and then I really have no way to get out of here. So I let him take it, and I take back with the queen. And even so being, I'm still up 1, and got a 1.1 advantage on the engine. So he makes a mistake here. Best move c5. Breaking down these this pawn chain here. Then I miss here. Queen takes c6. The best move. That's a free piece. But like I said, I just have this intention of getting my king a little bit safer. So we dance around here for a little bit, and then I decide to go here to g4, and then he plays this, which was a miss. Rook g6 being the best move. I guess continuing to pressure my queen, attack this pawn. So I take the rook, which is a great move, they say. He takes, doubles up his pawns here, and then I play queen f3. I wanted to open the possibility up of a check here. He takes. I take with, I don't take, I check. Check. Now I take. And then he brings the bishop out, for whatever reason, attacking this pawn twice. So I decide I'm going to attack the bishop here. Now get my king to a safer square. Best move would have been rook h5. And this was a mistake. Best move, queen e6, offering a queen trade. But I guess I did the best move, but at this point, I guess I can see why now. Would have been bishop b4, pinning the queen. I had that in my mind the next move, but you know, I say a free bishop, but then I get a free rook out of it. So I mean, that could have worked out, but he gets out of the way before I can move. Now I trade queens. I figured I was in a better position. He's got these doubled pawns. These pawns are split apart. I got 2 sets of pawns, 3 sets, and my king's in the game, so I feel pretty good about this position. f5. He says you can have this pawn. I take it. Bishop takes would have been the best move. That was not the greatest move there. Rook c5 would have been better. Once again, rook c5. But while he's moving around, I'm just going to continue to push. Bishop e3 here would have been the best move, which is what I play next. Bishop e3 was excellent, I said, but g5 would have been better. Yeah, he takes, I take. And so here he challenges me. And this was a mistake. Rook h3 would have been the best move. But he just moves here, so gives me another free pawn. Better move, though, would have been rook e6. For whatever reason. Let's take a look at what rook e6 would do. Rook e6. Bishop b2. Bishop e3. King g8. Yeah, this ain't. It's gonna be a long line. So I take the free pawn, and then he plays this great move. He takes my pawn here. And this right here was a great move. I'm kind of low on time, but I really don't want to lose this game. And now he blunders. Free bishop. And it was at this point he resigned the game. So I feel I did pretty good in the end game in this game, which makes me happy because I've been studying a lot of end game. So seeing an improvement based on my study is always rewarding. But anyways, this has been day 43. I've moved up 8 elo, and I'm at 32 subscribers. If you enjoy the content, like I said, please hit the subscribe button. But until then, I will see you on day 44.